got to set up that live stream. What's your Spellbook? Well, for fuck's sakes, Backer Kid, you're stupid shit. I'd love to be able to tell them how retarded they are about some things. Oh, she set that up? No, that's an old one, but shit, we're going to use that one. I've been reusing the same one over and over, bro. I just go in and change the start date on it. It's great. All right, that's going to be for today. And what's 3 hours from now? 1:04. Or 5 should be going live on there now. Oh, and it's working, I guess. All fuzzy looking though. I don't understand that. We did that last time. Okay, yeah, let me get the giveaway started. I did start that. Yeah, we're good. You ready? All right, we're going live, everybody. Here we come.
Trollord Games, join the fray.
Trollord Games, join the fray. What's up, everybody? We are live.
We have arrived on, what is today? Thursday?
Maybe.
It is Thursday.
I don't know.
It's been a hectic day. I've been wandering around the northern wastes. No, the Reavers Fairway. That's where I spent my day. Writing about Viking ships and whatnot. How's everybody doing today?
It's Throwback Thursday. Doing good.
Thor's Day. There it is. So we are here today to talk about the Backer Kit campaign for the Adventurer's Spellbook. It's exceeded expectations, which is fantastic. Thank you all for that. And we're up for another round of stretch rewards. And Chuck pitched a whole bunch to me, like 12 or so, that we've been kind of digesting them for the last couple of days. And then I said, you know what, Chuck, let's throw it out into the wild and see what everyone says. See what thoughts people have that they would like to see roll in. So any thoughts you have, toss them into the ring here. And if we get a Backer Kit campaign going, we'll give what is it called? Backer Train? If we get some folks in there and start backing, if we get a Backer Train going that lasts, we'll say 10 minutes, then we'll throw something else for free to everybody that's watching. How does that sound?
Sounds like a good plan.
That's doable, Chuck?
Yeah, sounds real doable. Absolutely.
Get in the stream, Chuck. Chuck's always fixing stuff.
I was making sure that I got some kind of message that popped up about a warning, so I was making sure we were live. in other places.
We don't pay attention to warnings. That's why we fall off cliffs all the
He's
time.
out of control. He's out of control. Anyway. Can I have my innate spellcasters? Oh, yeah, you'd like to have some innates. What do you mean? Well, I think we have. Let me look at the stretch rewards.
What is that? A mana based? Is that mana
Well,
based? Is that what?
well, no. What he's talking about is like. Well, actually, you know what? Let's ask Death what he's talking about. Yeah, Death, explain what you're saying. Look, Jeremy rolls in with no. Oh, nice odd one.
Empathetic and unambiguous. No.
Oh yeah, so Gentra Mortem says the elf magi has innate magic spells known. That's what he's talking about, I guess. Is innate. Yeah, I haven't switched over from earlier.
So we already have that.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. Looking to see on the list here that we have.
So looking beyond, so you're thinking maybe extending that to humans and whatnot. The elf class as a class was written by Matt Golden back in 2000 and was in the original Codex of Erd. That's where that came from. So it sort of actually predates all of our C&C material, which is very interesting. That's a good idea. I like. Let's more. If you got anything else, throw it out there. Natural instead of study. I don't know. If you got anything else, toss it out there. We're kind of thinking. So Arnall, we broke Arnall a few days ago, I think. Which is, for those who don't know, Arnall is a city of, we'll just say, magic users for the lack of a long-winded discussion about it. But it's a citadel that's dedicated to magic, training magic users, gathering magic, blah blah blah. So either Chuck pitched to me or someone pitched to Chuck and then he pitched it. Did we do a divine version of that? And what comes to mind immediately would be the Lothian clerics in the world of air. The Lothian clerics have monasteries all over the place. And then there's one called the Palladium Grove and the Paladin's Grove that might actually be something that we could expand for Air and then you could carry over into your campaigns if you're not an Air enthusiast. Holy symbols. I think we always need more stuff on holy symbols. 10th level spells accessible only to characters of supreme power to go on arduous quest for supreme. Now that would be interesting. A whole new ream of spell.
Yeah, put that down. We've got someone who can work on this.
That would be Jeremy.
He's sitting there creating work for himself. I laugh at you, boy. Alchemist classed. Well, that's interesting, Kev. You know, I've got the alchemy stuff coming out. I've really went back and forth about a class for that. I just don't know how that would be a class because typically that's something that people do. I mean, a real alchemist, I don't know. I just can't see a ton of people traveling as alchemists. You know, I mean, what?
Yeah, I think what we're going to do with the alchemy, and it's kind of already built into the spellbook as it is. We're going to have specialty classes and whatnot, and especially with Antwerp's book being overhauled. The alchemist is cool, but it's something that you say. I think this is the way I'd look at it. I'm going to take a month off and go to my lab and construct a golem or whatever alchemist finds a golem, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Something more like that. But like Chuck said, if you're crawling through a dungeon of kobolds, what is an alchemist going to do? Are they going to? There's not much they can do.
Yeah, and Drecker's suggesting we do an alchemist specialist class, and we could certainly do that. We were going to do some stuff. Well, we do have on the $20,000 level, we had a specializing arcane casters.
Yeah, and that's necromancer, conjurer, and we can roll alchemy into that as well.
We could
a transmuter, as Jeremy's saying, something like that.
Yeah,
we'd have to parse through the spells and say, "I want to turn that into gold." That's the way to do it.
Yeah, that's certainly something we could do. Always, for sure.
For sure.
Make them all like backgrounds. You just pick a particular background of your wizard or your illusionist or your priest, and that background is where you have honed in your area. You know, like transmuter, or whatever.
Yeah. Hey Chuck, for those who don't know, throw the link out for the Backer Kit campaign.
Oh,
it is live now. We went live last week. It's broken almost all of its stretch rewards. I think we got one standing in front of us, and it's fast approaching 80. If you haven't backed it, go check it out. See what's happening.
And as a thank you to you guys, let me look and see. Look and see where we're at here.
I feel like something about Spellbook themselves.
Well, that's what I was telling you earlier on the call. We have some stuff in the back of the book that talks about spell books. It's got some pre-made spell books. But I would certainly like to do like we did with the scrolls one. The scrolls one we have. We did that at what, 60,000? Do one on making prayer books and priestly books and arcane books that are outside of scrolls. Stuff where you would store particular spells and stuff, right?
How does that equate? And this is the thing, because I love scrolls, but spell books are kind of the core of the wizardly class, right? I mean, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just the image, the ambiance, all of that pouring over the ancient tome of magic to unravel something. How do you equate that into a player's, not a CK's? Like, we do have pre-made spell books in the adventure spell books, and they're very cool. We'll have even more in the second printing of it. But that's almost CK material. What
Yeah, that's
can
a
we
good
do?
point.
Think about Adventurer's Backpack content. So in the Adventurer's Backpack, you have these pre-made backpacks that you can purchase as a whatever. Would it be feasible for you DMs out there, if you guys running games, would it be feasible to have that same kind of thing for spell books? So there's pre-made, pre-generated spell books that spellcasters can purchase. To say I'm a 7th level spellcaster, I go to wherever and I want a new spell book, and here is Chuck's Grimoire, and it's got all fire spells in it, and then I can buy this Chuck's Grimoire or something, and then in the book itself, we list the spells, the cost of the book, the weight of the book, we give a description of the book, that type of stuff.
So interesting enough, Stephen, I was wrong. In this one here, it has a list of some pre-generated in the back, and that's all it has. There's nothing about spell books at all. The only thing we have outside of that, I think, is in AVP. It mentions that they've got resistance to elements, and that's it. That's it. So lots of room there. All right. Jeremy wants me to check his signal here. What's going on? Oh.
Yeah, on page 250, is that what you're talking about, Chuck? 251 through 255?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's got the name. These are almost like treasure items, but it doesn't have a cost on it. It doesn't have a weight on it. It really doesn't even have a size. So I think, and we're actually this chart's going to be overdone. So for the new one, the chart that you already see in there, we're going to give all of that material out.
Oh yeah, that needs to be redone. Besides, the spell names are wrong anyway.
Well, it needs to, the player needs to know what it looks like. Can he fit it in his backpack? If it's a book that's 14 by 12, it's not going in his backpack, right? I mean, it's just not going to fit.
That's interesting.
So,
and we could even do crazy stuff too. Like maybe there could be this could kind of tie in with the crafting. You could craft spell books that are certain resistance to things besides the elements. You want one that's resistant to actual real magical fire, or maybe acid.
Yeah, something like that comes with its own spell resistance.
That you travel with you when you use adventures, so that your spells survive, and people like me and you can't just destroy them with a fireball, right, or whatever, or a dragon or whatever. That's interesting. Let's see.
I need to look at Lando. I haven't looked at the Unearthed Arcana in a while. That's always a great. Use a spellbook as a shield. What AC does it give you?
That's true. A good point from Lando talking about that on Unearthed Arcana. I hadn't thought about it. It definitely has plenty of shit in it. That's for sure.
The Unearthed Arcana was one of the best books, if not well bound, as mine falls apart.
Yeah, custom spells, Jeremy, definitely has to be one we have to put in there. That's why I was having my notes for the specializing casters, because that was a big thing at my table. For years we've done specialized spells. I typically make my guys wait till they're at least able to cast usually around 5th or 6th level spells, 10th level or so, and then they can start working on prayers or writing out a spell if they're illusionists or wizards or whatever. And then typically they have to go through a process. It takes months, gold, all that stuff. And then what's really awesome about that is then they have to test it, and I use spell failure stuff, right? And with the priests, if they piss off the god or the god doesn't think it's worthy, just according to who you're worshiping, you can actually get some serious side effects from trying to offer up a new prayer to your God that he's just not going to like, right? So you have to make sure everything in place. And then once they have it, they have an actual spell that they can put down on their character or in their spell book or whatever. In fact, we should probably do some spellbook sheets with this too, like the ones we have for the reforged. We should do that for these. And they could have these spells in here, and these are spells that only they have. That's it, unless they decide to sell them, give them out,
Right.
or
Give
or
'em some-
whatever. Anyway,
No, that's good stuff. And looking at the Arthur canon, we have most of this has already been kind of unlocked in stretch rewards. But the actual descriptions of the spell books, we're going to integrate that regardless of what we do going forward. I just feel like, and I can't put my finger on it, I feel like we're missing an opportunity for the players, because really the adventure spell book is not supposed to be.
There's a good one right here. I'm putting these down. Kev's got one. Rules for magical duels and counter spells. I love that.
So in the adventurer's backpack, there is counter spells and a little bit on duels, but we could actually expand that quite a bit in the spell book. That's a good idea.
Yeah, for sure. Let me check. Let's see. Tattoo spell book on your own. Now, I have thought about doing spell tattoos before. That's a cool thing too, as well. And basically, what happens is you can hold your hand on the tattoo and use a command word, and it's used. The tattoo's gone.
Oh, that's interesting.
And you'll run across wizards sometimes that have themselves just covered in tattoos, and they're carrying spells. Is what they're doing, right? It's pretty cool.
Another difficult part. What we could do is a really expanded monster summoning table. Because it's very limited, and it's in the when you summon a
new
monster,
follower has joined the fray.
Oh, expanded tables is a really good idea.
Yeah, and that way what they summon becomes a little bit more exotic, and it's not just the same 8.
And we could also come up with separate small charts. I'm just talking maybe 5 creatures or so per caster background we put in there, like customized for sorcerers, customized for.
That's interesting.
So you can start building out creatures or whatever that you're dealing with that are more about your character versus general, right? That's a really good idea.
You putting that down on the list?
Yeah, I got it right here. Yeah.
But I wouldn't scale the CR by cash level, but by spell level. Oh, that's interesting. Has key? I assume Capcom. I'm not sure what you mean by lines of nodes. You'd have to explain that a little bit more. There's a lot of chaos in air, so it may not be. It may not be conducive to that. And I would welcome doing more aired material. But I wanted to make sure that it's germ to what the spell book is and what you guys need and want. And the Arenal thing works really well simply because it's going to be relatively portable, so you can put it anywhere. But it's so tied to wizards, and it gives you a wizard hierarchy and the libraries and all that stuff. And Peter Bradley's so excited about that; it's batshit crazy. He's already kind of dove into the dungeons beneath Arenal.
So funny, I was going back through and looking at some of the comments we passed up. And PM Andrecker over on YouTube said, how about putting all the elemental spells in one book? And actually, that's where they came from, was one book. Gem spells, right? So that's kind of funny.
The elemental.
Something like that. It's back on the shelf. It's a yellow one. Pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't know. It's challenging, but we want to make sure, and just like Jeremy mentioned staves just a minute ago, that's more of a magic item type thing.
It is?
Unless you make it the mundane staffs.
Oh, yeah. It's true. That's true though. That's true. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but we could do this. We could do some rules and stuff on guidance on custom holy symbols, wands, staves, and rods. Designs, not magical ability.
Right, just how they look. Now we did a little bit of holy symbol stuff in Gods and Legends. So
did we? Somewhere I thought there was something where we had like values on some of that stuff, or maybe that was just in the ABP for holy symbols.
That may be Adventurer's Backpack. Yeah, that's relatively recent. I don't know. I would like for whatever we do next to enhance play for the players. That's really uh, the hope here, whether it's divine. And we always talk arcane, so maybe we should shift to the divine. We've already got the spheres in there, the domains in the game are in the Kickstarter, so we've got that kind of locked in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else did divine casters. I feel like we should do something for the druid and the illusionist, who get completely, kind of sidelined when it comes to the cleric and the wizard. That's not bad. How to create your own spells is good. There might be a little bit of write up on that in M&T, but I think that's scrolls. I don't think that's spells. That's actually pretty good. Add that to the list, Chuck.
What's that?
How to create your own spells.
Yeah, I've got it right here. Yeah, for sure. Because that's a big one. And prayers too. Whatever.
Yeah.
Well, they are.
DM Center says focus and places. Do we have the original Spellbook? Had the Kickstarter had a whole bunch of information on components, but I pulled that, I think, and I never returned it. We did not. So now, okay, so there's another thing so components. We've got components in the CKG. Maybe we do something to make what would make it easier to play a wizard or a druid or whoever, and components. Maybe a component list that's on a flash card. I don't know, something like that. Something that gives them. We could do component equipment. We could add types of belts, bags, and whatnot that carry X, Y, and Z components, stuff like that. Anything to make playing more interesting, a little easier, the whole 9 yards. We did get a backer in while we were chatting, so we got a backer train going. So if we can run this backer train for the next, say, 10 minutes, and Chuck and I aren't going to be on too long, we will add some. Or do we want to stay on, Chuck, until the backer train ends?
You'll have me here till midnight. I will make Jeremy, Grace, Davis, everybody get on. God bless.
We should probably do that, actually.
Oh, yeah. You know what, Cynthia, you're right. We should clean up. He is 100% right about the focus. We have that rules in the player's handbook, and they are shit. I've bitched about them forever. There's what we need to do. We need to clean that up. Seriously. Because it never really talks about focuses truly, because you don't use them in your game. I do. So.
Yeah, I think it's a layover from 3rd edition, I believe.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's either 3rd or 5th, one of the two, I'm sure. But it's basically just the idea where you use some item to replace the need for spell components in case people don't want to track all that, right? But they still want them to have something that you can take away from them, right? You know what I mean?
What? I don't think we have that at all, other than a focusing component is a component very similar.
Yeah, it's very, because you weren't really into it at the time. So.
Well, it's not me that's into it.
Yeah.
It's the rules light version of Dungeons and Dragons. That focusing component, it's only listed once, and it literally explains what you are. But we could really expand that.
Yeah, we could do that really well.
Because what we don't have is cost of the focusing component and all of that. Interesting, it says and this is where I would disagree with you, Chuck. I don't think it's shit. Because it says everything you need. There is no cost for a focusing component.
No, I know that. But the problem is it's not quite, in some of the spells where it mentions a focus, they don't align really well. You'd have to. Well, I'd have to get out in front of me and spend some time looking it up. Yeah. But yeah, trust me on that. They don't align. It doesn't align really good like it should. Not 100%. I think it could have been a little better.
Jeremy's like the 90-year-old Gen X gamer. So we could do something in components. We could expand components, focusing components. So instead of needing to calculate how many components are there, here's what we're going to do: additional calculating time. Mm-hmm. So that Mandraker will go in the Adtherps, the book that's in there. Now we do. Chuck's listed a few things he wants to expand. Some of these will be part of the stretch rewards. He's got exotic monsters with high value components, special crafting types of monsters, and NPC harvesting rules. So we're definitely going to do something to expand Chuck's book.
I see some good ideas in here though, like this one about that Mandraker was talking about. Using some
Jeremy Mandraker. Or King Kothar, I should say. King Kothar.
Oh, he's cracking me up in here. Verbal somatic. They must be fancying. It must be. A blind wizard can't focus. Ah, there you go. He can also pull out grasshoppers when he's trying to put some sleep. Oh, interesting from Azurin Games. Wanting to know, are you guys building on 2014 or 2024? Well, Azurin, we have our own game called Castles and Crusades. It's been around for almost 30 years, believe it or not. And then we're having a backer kit right now for the Venture Spellbook, which is a new book that we're reforging and putting out, removing the OGL. We've been around for a long time. It's a rules light system. So you might want to check it out. I don't know, or hang out with the discussion with us here. We're just kind of chatting on stretch rewards for the next bit, you know?
Okay. Kevcon, you're on to something there.
What do you
Kevcon
say?
says if you're familiar with Hellboy comic, he uses charms, tokens, and saint relics. So saint relics, that would be very cool. We'll say holy relics. Charms would be kind of cool. So let's think the witch. So what would a witch create for you from love potions to good luck charms, stuff like that? Maybe that sounds like a specialized class that's already kind of in there. But I like this idea of holy relics and charms. Not sure what to do with it yet, but I like the idea of it.
I'm just catching up on chat here. He's so funny.
The Toad Lord is online. There you
Oh,
go.
Lord. Is Egg in here? Oh, yeah, there he is.
Let's see, is any CKG PHP MNT purchase at this point getting the reforged version? Yes, they're all. Everything is. Those 3 cores are all reforged for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, there's not really much left to reforge now. Just about.
Yeah, we've made really good progress, and this spellbook will be a huge. The Adventures Backpack shipping now is a huge leap, and this spellbook will be another huge leap.
And reminder, guys, we are doing some giveaways right now. I know this is a quick stream, but I'm still giving away some PDFs. And somebody will win a signed copy of the new Adventures Backpack from us. So,
we'll get another batch of it in the morning.
Yeah. Let's see. Harvester's Reforged. Well, that's true. And Gamma World. Manfred has to throw in Gamma World every time.
Yes, Gamma World.
There will be a Gamma. I tell you what, Manfred, by 2027, there will be a Gamma World-esque release from us. I promise you that.
Because McGriddle. Is that Mac?
No, I don't think. I don't think it is. I've always wondered, but I don't think it is because he goes over in Jay streams too. So you'll have to catch me. You'll have to catch me at a con to get me to sign it. I don't live up there with Steve, unfortunately.
Here's a thought. Don't know what to do with it, but Amazing Adventures. What does Amazing Adventures need spell-wise that we could port over? Maybe an Amazing Adventures supplement that goes with this Spellbook Kickstarter. There's not a sorcerer class in there. What is she called?
What is it called?
The mentalist. There's a mentalist class.
Yeah, and there's one spellcasting class in the whole book. One.
Yeah.
That's it, and it's called. What is it called? What do y'all know out there? What it is? What is it called?
The spells in the spellbook will be compatible with.
I can't remember this.
Amazing Adventures. So just doing a supplement doesn't really work, but not much. Tyler, we're only going to be on for another minute or so. We're just discussing stretch rewards, interesting new ideas for Mox Owl says AA Feral RPG. I like it. Interesting ideas for the stretch rewards for the spellbook, the adventure spellbook we've got going on now. We've got a few in the hopper. Most of it's going to be expanding the Adtharp's book. What are we calling it now? The crafting, engineering crafting, or whatever.
Currently, yeah, that's a work in progress name. We haven't quite figured out what we're going to do with it yet.
You can get RPGized to a hero.
There you go. That would make Grace happy. Types of big hats.
We can get an Ammo World, not quite Gamma, but let's see. So we've got 10th level spells, holy symbol spellbook, summoning, holy relics, charms.
We could do blood magic. We could do blood magic, sure. That's typically when you use. I have a little bit in the warlock, just a little bit, but basically, when you're basically doing a ritual, you use some of yours or someone else's or some thing's blood according to what type of ritual it is. Sometimes it calls for yours, sometimes it calls for another humans or demi-humans, or it could be a monster. So, yeah, spell research.
Yes, Egg McGriddle.
Jesus,
yes,
he's a wild man, I swear. A whole book on ley lines in the air called the Mana World. Interesting.
I've never really expanded those lines of energy, or the idea of it. I'm getting into it with more and more of my strange esoteric reading that I've been doing lately.
Alucard, if there are rules for spell research, I guarantee it's not much. It's probably
No,
what
it's
little
gonna be
bits in the M&T, maybe for scrolls
there
in
might be
there.
a little bit of CAG.
Maybe.
Very,
Well,
very.
maybe. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I added it to the list. Spell research is cool, but what makes playing your druid and illusionist and your wizard and your cleric easier? What makes it more enjoyable, easier to play? Kind of fires your imagination to do this, to do that, or to do the other. In the M&T, Monkey, in the M&T, those need expanded as well.
Yeah.
We are working on a book called Engineering Magic. We could actually throw that into this as a stretch reward. That might be, and Engineering Magic is actually where a lot of this stuff, from spell researching to creating magic items,
right,
to all of that stuff, and a whole bunch of new magic items.
And that's why I left out the charging part, because I know we've got that in the book floating around. So.
Yeah, we could roll Engineering Magic. What do you guys think about that? Adding Engineering Magic to this Kickstarter, and say the 100,000 level or something like that.
I mean, we could do that for sure. And you know what? If it didn't quite make it or something, it's not like we can't put the book out again. You know what I mean? So,
KevCon, yes, its actual purpose is kind of both for the CK and the general gamer and the players. If your player wants to make a wand, or if the CK needs to know how to make, whatever it is, it's going to have how to make magic items, how to make spells. That's where researching really would go. And then it's going to have a lot of new magic items listed in it as well. Todd had written, I think he's already written like 40 or 50 of them. And these magic items are a little bit more benign. They're not like your Vorpal blades and all that bullshit. I think there's like a blanket that if you sleep under this blanket for 8 hours, you heal to 1 to 2 hit points.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of, that blanket of good rest, I think it's called. It's just kind of benign stuff to help propel the game forward.
Yeah, just minor flavorful magical items,
Yeah, to help just a little bit here and there.
Kind of like that little chart I did in the Adventurer's Backpack. Remember, I had that one short list of just small magical.
Yeah, just little bitty stuff. Just little bitty stuff like this. The new official Castles and Crusades coffee mug. Handmade.
I'm looking for mine. I don't see it here, though.
Of America. They arrived today. Very, very, very happy with these things. Look absolutely amazing. I believe you can pre-order them on the store right now, or you can pre-order the Player's Handbook 11th printing, and it comes with the Player's Handbook 11th printing.
Hey, Raven, good to see you. Come on in. Are there any plans for Oriental classes like ninjas and samurai? Well, we do have the Codex Sonorum, which has quite a bit of stuff in it that's been out for just a little bit on our store. You can check it out. See.
Okay, so I think that we're going to lock in on Engineering Magic and roll a lot lot of this stuff. Spell research into the. I think that's good. We got another backer in there.
Nice.
The backer train had broken apart, but if you have it back to campaign, please hop over there and give it a look. See. Yeah, I think we're going to roll Engineering Magic in at about $100,000. How does that sound? How does that sound to everybody out there? Then we take a lot of these concepts and kind of jam them into that.
Because a lot of them will fit in there, man. Perfectly.
Yeah. Yes, Death Angel Shadow. Yeah. Prayer crafting. Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like writing up your spells, but they're prayers, but they're spells. Right? That's kind of how I roll it, anyways.
So there's some role playing flavor for you. And Davis and I'll dive into this with Madness, where we write the prayer out that you say to cast your. I come up to, what is your character's name, Corum, and I say, by Winnefar's winged birds, I bless your wounds, or I close your wounds, and you heal 1 to 4 hit points, whatever it is, 1d8, whatever the light wounds is. I like that because that's role playing stuff.
Manfred, what do you mean by that? Expound on that for me, would you, for just a minute? And Steve, that's exactly what I had them do. I had them write all that stuff up, and they had to do it. You have to have like a little, and that's what we do. We don't do a ton of them. We explain to them how to do it because every table's different, right?
Well, there you go, Ted. The new AI revolution. Yes, Dr. Pepper will be a part of all of it.
All of it.
Fight dinosaurs
What
ever.
what Manfred said was needs guidelines for what every level of spell can do and cannot do. But I'm not sure exactly what I wanted to get him to kind of comment on what he meant by that.
Yeah, you'd have to give us a little bit of something on that
Yeah.
to let us know what you're thinking.
Oh, I definitely give him XP for that. Sure, Imp. That's a good one. In fact, that's a good thing, Steve. We could also talk about make sure at least we have some rules in there that explains how that affects experience. You know, a little bit.
I believe in the CKG, there's a chart that if you cast an X level spell, you get X level experience points.
I should look that up. I'm still using the one from second edition I have.
Yeah, I use it all the time because it gives casters, a little bit of extra experience points when their spells don't do well.
Yeah, because I'm not out there using a sword and getting tons of, and they've got AOE's. They can make a lot of experience that way.
Engineering torture the machine from Princess Bride. Oh, that's interesting, Manfred. That's an interesting expansion on spells.
Yeah.
So second level spells can cause paralysis, but not death, and blah 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 blah. That's very interesting. That's an interesting idea. I like the idea of that. Make it very optional for people who want to go down that road because it does complicate things a little bit more. It makes it a little bit more this, that, and the other. Sort of like sleep. I always felt like sleep should be. I mean, if a 25th level wizard casts sleep, surely he should be able to, knock a 10th level giant out with his sleep.
Mm-hmm. When will Grace write engineering hats?
I don't know. We will ask her. She was going to join us today, but she was a little bit under the weather, so
yeah.
She's out.
DM John says, gentlemen had a look at book 1. Very nice. I assume the blank boxes are for a close-in look at the part of the city being referenced by the entry for Yitzburg. Oh, he must be talking about Castle Zagi. Gotcha.
What is happening?
GM John asked, he said, had a look at book 1. Very nice. I assume the blank boxes are for a close-in look at the part of the city being referenced by the entry for Yitzburg.
Yes, and it's funny you should say that because I forgot to respond to Svetlana's email of Monday. I'm sure she has some last question. Yeah, as soon as she has sent over the village of Garim, she's got to send over the final East mark and the Yigsburg. And is there another one? And then Peter's going to take chunks of that and put it in the book. So you're 100% right. You are 100% right. But she's not going to do anything if I don't respond to her email like an idiot.
Right. Well, that happens to me too. I mean, like I got a funny story to tell you. So I went in to find my language for Canning Crew and Essentials, where we sent them out on the 29th. I was going to find the language for today's message, this morning. And we never actually sent them out.
Wait.
I was laughing about that.
The books, the Gygax books?
No, the other PDFs, the last ones we had that were final, but Living Fantasy screwed up on us, remember? So you were like, so we were going to wait and fix that, and of course that never happened. So they were just still waiting.
Oh, so they didn't get Canting Crew or?
Oh, they got it all today. That's why it was so long. I had to add in.
There you go.
So that was. I mean, it's only what.
Yeah, Omega. That sounds horrible.
What happened?
Well, DM John's down, Raven Con's down, the Omega Gambit's down.
Good Lord! What's? Stay away! Don't brood.
Can't be right. Can't be right.
Good Lord.
Okay, so we've settled on engineering magics. We're going to add that book to this zone. We're going to roll a lot of these ideas into engineering magics. I like it. We started working on that months ago, and it got sidetracked. For a variety of reasons. But engineering cod pieces. There you go, Tyler. Engineering Starship Con. So hey, Tyler, I got something for you.
Oh Lord.
Oh, where did it go? So years ago, Tyler and I were coming back from Gary Con, and I expressed to him that though I thoroughly enjoy and love the Star Trek movies, I'm not a huge Star Trek fan, nor am I a huge Star Wars fan. Sci-fi is my Aliens is my sci-fi type of stuff. I love.
He likes that sci-fi horror.
Yeah, the gritty, whatever. So Tyler took my geek card. Rick Montel here. He said, I'm killing your Greek card. And I told him that I didn't really like, in the course of these conversations, that the second Star Trek movie wasn't my favorite. The first Star Trek movie was my absolute favorite of all the Star Trek movies. I thought it was the best. So he was mortified by that, and again took my geek card. But then he promptly mailed me this years ago, and I still have it. I still have it, Tyler.
That's wild, dude.
It hangs on the wall.
Oh, and Raven's got an interesting question. Has anyone ever shown you fan art or stories of their PCs and aired? Well, occasionally we got an email in or something.
We do. Yeah.
And we'll get stuff like I had a girl at Gamehole Con last year, or maybe that was down in North Carolina. I don't know, some con we were at, and we were doing an aired adventure, and she drew this beautiful diorama of her character, a druid, in aired, while we were playing. And when we quit, she gave it to me, and I signed it and gave it to her, and she said, "I want you to keep it." So I've got it stuck in one of my books around here somewhere. But yeah, sometimes we do. Sure, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's very
yeah, for sure. Let's see. We have one on the backer train right now. Very good. Someone else backed it. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, and there's
He's sitting late over there. Like I know.
Yeah.
No, it was the ear thing. The ear. How did that monster fit into to Chekhov's ear? I could never quite grasp that.
Oh, they dropped it down in there and it burrowed in. It
would rip through his ear canal. It would destroy the eardrum and the ear bones.
It doesn't matter because they're being possessed or being controlled, right? Well, I mean, even show blood coming out, Yeah,
but he'd be deaf. Of course, in Star Trek, I guess they could just heal it, right?
Come on, man. Yeah, they make food from nothing. Shit, Give me a Guinness,
It's Star Trek. I do like Star Trek. I really do. I'm not a huge fan, like that, but I love it.
Honestly,
I will say this: that Bones and Spock and Kirk are probably the three best characters on screen. The only others that come close is Scully and Mulder from the X-Files.
Not the Three Amigos?
No, not the Three Amigos.
No,
the Three Stooges. The Three Stooges.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Any comments on Discord requiring Omega? We heard about it. I think I got a notice, but I haven't really paid much attention to it, to be honest with you. I don't know a whole lot about it. Because it may change next week. Who knows? Yeah, that's true. Very true. Yeah, I like Star Trek all right. The latest series that's out that you're going to, I guess they've got 2 more seasons, is the newest one, and I absolutely love it. It feels like the old school Star Trek, but modern. But I really like it a lot. Strange New Worlds?
Oh no, okay.
Oh, it's got a great feel to it, man. It's just like the old days. The Academy one, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. I can't speak for that. So
I'll watch it eventually. All right, I think that's it for us. We've got a good idea. Engineering Castles is what we're going to do. TBA, the Reaper, we're about to sign off.
Engineering Castles. He meant spells or magic. Damn it.
Sorry, Engineering Magic.
Castles. We got way too much shit going on.
Castles. Engineering Magic. That's a great one. So I think the chat has saved the day, focused our thinking, and that's what we're adding to it.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to sneak off on here. Oh, we should do the giveaways first, though. We do have some giveaways.
Oh, yes, that's a good idea. And engineering shoes.
Did you say shoes?
The Reaper while Chuck is doing that.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. I got to get this all set up. Hey, John. How's it going? Good to see you. Hey, John Monk. Hey, Ted. How you doing, buddy? All right. Let me get these giveaways in here.
Is it bad that my Patreon deity, Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball Z? Thank you, Agile Monk.
A new subscriber. Prepare for battle.
An eldritch horror as well as the god of madness. Help. That I cannot help you with, TBA.
A new subscriber.
What? Well, I missed that. That sounded interesting, at least say the least.
Is it bad that my
Patreon
deity is
Mr. A new subscriber. Prepare for
from
battle.
Dragon Ball Z's abridged, and he is an eldritch horror as well as the god of madness.
No, that's awesome. That's what that is.
Subscriber.
That's badass.
Prepare for battle.
That is fantastic. All right, so we're going to give away 4 codes to the store for some PDFs.
A new
and then we'll do a grand prize drawing
Prepare
for a
for
signed
battle.
Adventures backpack that is now out being fulfilled, while the new backer kit for the Spellbook is going on right now. I will drop that link in here for anybody who doesn't know about it and is curious. Check it out. All right, let's do this. I'm going to close these entries out. Here we go. And then we're going to pick our winners. A link will come up in the stream. If you are a winner, just click that, and that'll take you to our Discord if you're not already a member. And Obsidian Risk, which is one of our community moderators, he will get you your code. You can just DM him, ask in chat, or he may be looking for you. He's Obsidian Risk. It'll have it all in that chat right there. All right, here we go. I saw your post, by the way. I was jealous. I don't have a copy of it. All right, here we go. Pick the first winner for $10 off. It's going to be Gentra Mortium. Congrats, Gentra. Congrats. I hope you're still around. Our second winner is going to be T-Bird 2366 2002. He probably has a cool T-Bird, actually. I love those cars. Congrats. And then our third winner for $10 off the PDF is going to be Imp. Congrats, Imp. Congrats.
Congratulations, everybody.
And then one more final winner. Look at that. Grognard Rich. There you go, you happy bastard. There you go, buddy. All right. And then for the last and final drawing for today's pop-up stream, a signed copy of Adventure Spellbook is coming your way. Let's see who gets this. What's up, Atsu? Good to see you. Here we go. Pick a winner. Oh, it's Atsu. How did that happen? What the hell? That's weird. That is weird, man. That is so weird. Oh, my God. What is up with that? All right. Congrats, Adam. Congrats. All right, guys. Get me just reach out to us in Discord to Scott for your $10 off. And Atsu, just send me a PM. I'll get your information. We'll get you one sent out this week. I think maybe tomorrow or Monday. We'll get you one sent out, though. I think Dakota's already shipping some already. Steve's got him grinding away.
Yes, it's a bit crazy around.
You did call it. I'll give you that. That's nuts. All right, guys. Well, listen, we got to get out of here. We got more things to do.
Take it easy, everybody.
Thank you so much. And we'll see you next. I'll see you in the morning for my stream. I'll be on at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. We can hang out and shoot some bull, whatever. And love to you, Agile. Thank you for those subs, man. Really appreciate that. T-Bird, when you get in the Discord, you're gonna go Obsidian Risk, all right? Or you can just ask, and one of us will answer you. There's tons of people there. Our Discord's the best Discord in the world. I love it. All right, guys, we're gonna get out. Thank you so much. Trolls Eye. We'll see you later. See you in the morning. I'll give away some more PDFs. See you.